So a lot of people have been asking me to make a video on like the cargo van and how to start and make reels and just teach about it. Like I don't had more than 10 people tell me, yo, make reels or do like a YouTube video on how to do the cargo van, this and that. So I'm just gonna do like my little video on how to start the cargo van business, how to start your business with the cargo van, and the steps you need in order to start and do it properly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna do this and have my video editor edit this video and put it on YouTube. I'm just gonna start doing vlogs and shit like this, you know what I'm saying, just to teach y'all. So the very first thing is you want to do is unstarting your cargo van or your box truck or your hot shot business, whatever you getting, because they got the cargo vans, then they got the pickup trucks that they call hot shot with the flatbeds, then they got the box trucks, and they got the semi trucks, right? So the very first thing I would say is research your city. See what city and town you're in, the state, and see how busy it is, and see if there's a lot of work out there. And just like research on Google, and then ask your local stores and ask around and see if there's any delivery service needed within like your local stores, your local Home Depot, Best Buys, Tractor Supplies, BJ's, you know what I'm saying? Just ask around. Or you can even do it like a laundromat, like your local restaurants, and see who needs what delivered. You know what I'm saying? I'll have like a list of at least 5, 10, 15, 20 people that needs like a delivery service, just so you can have that on file and use that to your advantage, just so if things get slow, you're not sitting down. You don't want to be sitting down, you know what I'm saying? You want to be moving. So that's the very first step. Check your city, check your state, see how busy it is, and then just research your area, you know what I'm saying? See how busy, see what's busy around you, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to go where it's going to be busy at, you know what I'm saying? And once you be in this business for a while, you're going to get tired of being over the road. Like, you're going to want to be home most of the time. So research your area, research your state, and just do research on YouTube. And that'll be like my first step if I do anything. So that's that. And now my second step on doing like the cargo, like the expediting cargo van, the hot shot, however you want to call it, is get your LLC, get your business bank account, get your business email, get your business address, your business phone number, and the business checking account. Like, get all that structure. You could do it for free on the government website, or you could use a third party, pay a third party service, and they will do it for you for like $200-300. You know what I'm saying? But get everything in your business so you can separate your business from your personal stuff, and it's like a separate, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to put your business in your personal, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure everything is structured. Your business LLC name, your business bank account, your business email, your business phone number, your business address, and all of that. That would be like my second step on, like, you know what I'm saying? Once you get the LLC, you get the EIN, you got all the documents, everything, then you go ahead and file for the business bank account, the business phone number, and all that shit. So that'll be like my second step on doing this shit. Like, and that's it. Now my third step, once you get your LLC, your business bank account, your all that, my third step would be check on the insurances. Look around for like a good, like, there's a bunch of insurances out there. Look around for insurance that's affordable. So what you're gonna do is look at the insurance prices. So what you're gonna do is, first of all, you're gonna find like a truck that you like, and the trucks or the vans that I recommend that you get is either, if you got the money like that, get the Mercedes Sprinter van, or get the Ford Transit van, or get the Ram Pro Master. But they say the Ram Pro Master ain't reliable because after some time it starts to have some transmission issues, so I wouldn't recommend it. But between the Ford and the Mercedes, get like a Ford Transit 250 or 350 high roof or high roof extended, or get the Mercedes 250 or 350. 250 or 350 or 2500 or 3500, I think is how they call it. I don't remember. But between Mercedes and the Ford, get the high roof or the high roof extended. And you'll go to the dealership or wherever you want to go at to buy your van, and you're going to get the VIN number, right? Get the VIN number and take the VIN number and give it to the insurance that you want to go to, and have the insurance run a quote on it. You're not gonna pay. They're just gonna do like a free quote to tell you like what your down payment is gonna be and what your monthly payment is gonna be. Then you're gonna know what you're dealing with in terms of the expensive on the insurance and what you're doing on the insurance payment. Now there's a lot of insurances out there. I would recommend you guys do your research because there's a lot of insurances out there. The most common is Progressive, but they're very expensive. So I recommend you guys do your due diligence and search on like other insurances out there. You know what I'm saying? For my insurance, I had to put $1,900 down payment down, and I pay I think $1,100 every month. But that's gonna be different from everybody because of your driving record. You know, I know Progressive is pretty expensive and pricey, so I wouldn't recommend Progressive. That's why I say research around. You know, there's a bunch of other insurances out there. And then once you get the insurance, just look for a nice solid van. It could be a new one or a used one that you like, that's a high roof or high roof extended, and it's good. It has low mileage. It doesn't have like a high mileage, like a 80,000, 70,000, 60,000, 50,000 is good. Nothing close to 100,000. I take that back. Don't do 80,000. Do like 50, 60, 70,000 is good if you're gonna use the vehicle. I recommend a new one, brand new, because I got mine. All right, so once you get the van and you know the van that you want to get, and you got the insurance, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get the insurance first. You're going to know what you're dealing with, the down payment and the monthly payment. Once you get that and you have the funds, go ahead and get the insurance. And once you get the insurance, you can go ahead and get the van that you want to go get. And make sure that you get a solid van. It's a high roof or high roof extended, and it's in good shape. Get yourself a mechanic to check everything on the van. If you're getting a used van, make sure everything is solid. If you're getting a brand new vehicle, well, congratulations. That's even better. But get the van, get the insurance, and that's pretty much it. We don't have to deal with ELDs. We don't have to deal with wait stations. We don't have to do none of that. Once you get your van and get the insurance, you basically just got to get the equipment, get the straps, get the dollies, get the strap, dollies, blankets. It ain't nothing much. You just a few things, you know, straps, dollies, and all that. And then what I would recommend is you know, a lot of people on YouTube get the wrong information saying that you don't need to get your DOT and your MC because you don't need to because it's a sprint event. But I recommend you do, because you want to be booking your own loads. You don't have to depend on third party or other people to book loads for you, because they take a percentage of that load and give you the rest. And these guys out here be taking a crazy percentage, a crazy cut out of your money, out of your load, and eating crazy off for you. You think you eating, but no. I had an experience where I had a load from Utah to Texas. They charged the broker $1,500. Took a cut, gave it to another carrier. That carrier took another cut and gave it to me for $1,000. So somebody took $250 and another person took $250 and then gave it to me for $1,000. So they took $500 off of my load through third-party carriers. This is why I recommend you getting your MC and your DOT, because once you get that and you let it age, you ain't gonna have to deal with all that. You know what I'm saying? You can book your own loads, work directly with the brokers, and get a good rate per mile. So I recommend you starting your MC as soon as possible. Give it time to age as it's aging. As you know what I'm saying? You're working with other third parties. You're working with gig apps. You're working with other people. You're working with the local store that you did your research on for between 6 months to a year, and letting your MC age. So once it ages, you can go book your loads on the DAT load board and other load boards. You know what I'm saying? If you follow me, that's how you're gonna do it. So you're gonna go ahead, file for your MC, your DOT, your UCR, your BOC3. Yeah, so once you get the van and insurance, I recommend the first thing to do is file for your MC. You're just gonna do it just to have it sitting down and aging over time. And once it gets to the 6 months to a year mark, you can start booking your own loads. But Once you do that, you do your MC or DOT. It's a whole video to that. You gotta go on YouTube. There's a lot of YouTube videos that teach you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you want the link, I can just comment in the YouTube video in the comments below, and I'll give it to you. File for your MC or your DOT. The DOT is free. File for your MC. The MC is what is expensive. It's like $300, a one-time fee. Once you do that, you straight. You do that, then you do the UCR and the BOC3. Yeah, basically that's it. That's all. You're good. Once you get that, they give it to you. You just let that sit down for 6 months, a year, and over time it's gonna age. Over time, as time is going by, it's aging. You're not using it; it's just aging. Now, there's some brokers that will work with new carriers like TQL, Sage Robinson, a bunch of other brokers that will work with new MCs. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be hard to book your own loads. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go on Google and Indeed and search Sprinter Van owner-operator jobs. And there's going to be a bunch of third-party carriers, basically people that been doing it, been in this game for a minute, that have like an age MC, and you're going to lease onto their MC and have them give you loads and take a certain percentage of the load and give you the rest. They're gonna basically eat off of you. They're gonna book your load, give you loads, and get you running, but they're gonna take a crazy cut off of the loads they're gonna give to you. So you're gonna have to deal with that. That's just what comes with the game. Unless you can find yourself a solid gig app that can make you money, or other means of making money. You know what I'm saying? I don't recommend depending on these third-party carriers, because they want you to bid low, and they have this bidding system where they want you to bid low, and the more you bid low, the more they're going to eat off of you. Basically, is how it works. They have this bidding system, and that's not how it works. From my experience, because I had a box truck and I used the load boards a lot, you go on the DAT load board, they post a load, you see a load that you like that's going from point A to point Z, and it tells you it's a Sprinter Van load. You put in the filters for Sprinter Van and all that. If you like it, you see a good rate, you basically just click on it. They might tell you to email them or call them. You call them and say, hey, I see a load that from going from point A to Z. I like it. Is this available? You'll be like, yeah, this load is available. How much is the load? All right, the load is boom, 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 $500. All right, then you just tell. So basically, how it works, once your MC is age, or once your MC reaches to like 6 months or a year, you just go on DT load board. Sign up, it's about $180. You paid $180 a month. It shows you all the loads every single morning. Loads start to pop up on the load by 8 o'clock a.m. in the morning. You just go on the load board. You search for like Sprinter Van loads. There's like a filter that you can filter the loads with your vehicle type. You know what I'm saying? You search Sprinter Van loads, van hotshot. It tells you the weight. For the weight, I put 4,500 pounds for the weight. And then it tells you the length. I put 13 feet for my length. And then it just shows you all the loads within that filter. Then you just go, you click on it, you see the one and you like it, And the broker's either going to tell you to email them or call them. All you do is just email, call them, and say, hey, I see a load going from point A to Z. It pays $300. You know what I'm saying? Is this load still available? And they'll be like, yeah, the load is available. The load is available. How much do you want? Or is this, what's your rate? And then you tell them your rate that you want. And then y'all negotiate the price and they give you the load. That's how it works. You don't do this whole bidding. This whole bidding system is what these third parties use so they can eat off of you. So I don't recommend that. This is why it's good to get your MC and have it age, and then use them in the meantime to, just get loads. But also the thing with the cargo van is that you can use gig apps. There's apps like Roadie, there's apps like Sunpex, there's apps like Curry that you can use to make money too, and not have to depend on third parties. I mix and match them all as well to make your money. You know how you're going to make your money. You do what you want to do to make your money. You don't have to rely on a load board or rely on third-party carriers. Whatever works for you to make your money, and as long as you're making good money, you chilling. As long as I make $500, $600, $700 a day, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't use the load boards all the time. I don't use third parties all the time. I use gig apps most of the time too. You know what I'm saying? It depends where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Because every app is different, and every app is busy in a certain area. So you got to research your area and see what's busy and what's not busy. So Yeah, that's how it is. Get your MC early, get your DOT, and sign up with these third-party carriers. Sign up with all these gig apps, download it, and search on Google, for sprint event owner operator jobs, and just do your best and get as much as possible. And check your local stores and see who wants to, use a delivery service, and see who wants to move stuff, and you can, market yourself out there so you can get some money out here, because this shit is money. And you gotta put yourself out there. So that's what I recommend for like the fourth step, I think we're at, or the third step. I don't know. I think this is the fourth step or the third step. I don't know where I'm at. And this is how you go on the DAT load board and look for loads. This is how, you find loads. You don't bid for loads and get text messages and all that other shit they be doing. You go on DAT load board, you pay for the $180 a month membership, and you put in the filters for your Sprinter van. Like Sprinter van, moving van, all that shit. And your area, and you see I got my weight, and then it just shows you all the loads within your areas, and all these are loads. Like I was in my video, all you gotta do is just call or email. The broker will let you know what they want you to do. Like, for example, for this one, right? Going from Laredo to Houston is all right here. They give you the contact email. They tell you to click TSA. They give you the information, everything. Like, every broker is going to be different. Here's another one from Dallas. Van Hotshot. You see contact email. And then you negotiate the rate in the email, or you call them. And this is how you do it. We don't do no bidding system, the bidding shit they be doing, or we got to bid low, or all that other shit they be doing, because that's how they get you. That's how these third parties get you to eat off of you. They created this bidding system so they can eat off of your money, because they're trying to have you bid low so they can have a crazy cut off of your money, and so they can eat. This is why I don't recommend working with third parties, and I don't recommend doing anything with third parties, because they sometimes some of them are like crooked, and they end up stealing and taking a lot of bread from you. Like I said, I had a logo from Utah to Texas. I think it was about 1,500 miles for $1,500. They charged the broker $1,500, and then they gave it to me. Well, they took $250, gave it to another carrier. The other carrier took $250 and gave it to me for $1,000. So they double brokered the load, got it from the broker, double brokered it, gave it to me after taking a cut, and then this other person took a cut and gave it to me for $250. I'll give it to me for $1,000. So this is why I don't recommend working with third parties. Get your MC, have your MC age, and go on DAT.com and book your loads. These are all brokers, official brokers. These are not carriers. These are all official people that go on DAT, post their load, look for carriers like us, because we're considered carriers. And just like the other third-party carriers that be doing shit, like there's so many of them, you're a carrier also. And you just come here, and this is all you got to do. Just look here, find your load, email, contact them. This is what the third parties do. This is what dispatch companies do. It's as easy as going on a load board, searching for a load, seeing a load, getting the information, and just they send you all this information. All the information is on a load, but the broker gives all the information, and they give it to you. And you think, they're finding a load. No, they're just seeing the load on the load board and just giving it to you. They're doing. So like I was saying, these dispatch companies and third parties and all these other companies, this is all they're doing. Going on the load board, searching for loads, finding it, giving it to you, and you thinking they're getting loads, and you can't get loads, and you can't find loads. This is all they're doing. It's as easy as this. So they just go on their own email, make up their own email, their own text message templates, add all this information and send it to you. And you thinking, they got a load. No, they're just taking it from here and giving it to you. And you give them, then they have you bid low. They'll ask the broker for the price, have you bid low, and then give you the load once you start bidding low for 70, 80 cents per mile, which is whereas these rates be $1 per mile and more. Like, for example, let me show you. Like, you see this load from Houston to Fort Worth? You see, it's $1.85. But these third parties are going to tell you, you can't get a load for $1.85. You can't do it because it's not possible. They be lying to you. It's very possible. This is the original rates you're supposed to be getting, but they don't tell you that. And there's a bunch of other stuff, But you got to look through the loads. Not every load's going to be like that, but there are going to be loads that you're going to see like that most of the time. So you got to do your research, your due diligence, your hard work, your history, all that, man. Like, I'm telling you, this easy. You know what I'm saying? There's another load called Selectus, but they want you to have 6 months to 1 year authority before they can even get you in their load boards and shit. So, you know, all you gotta do, have your MC age, man. Get your MC. People be telling you, don't get it, don't get it, don't get it. You're losing money if you don't. And you're letting these third-party carriers eat off of you and eat off of your hard work and your money, your hard labor if you don't do it. I don't recommend it. I wouldn't suggest it, but this is how you do it. This is the best way to go. So, yeah. All on the load boards, man. You see all these loads? And people be saying there's no loads for Sprinter vans. There's no Sprinter van loads, bro. Look. These are all Sprinter van loads. All Sprinter van loads. And people be saying there's no loads for Sprinter vans. Come on now. Alright, so now for the fifth step, once you sign up with all these third-party carriers, you got gig apps, you got your local stores that you ask around, and you know, try to market yourself. You're basically in the game now. You just gotta keep on running, and make sure you file for your MC early so it's aging soon. Don't wait a year or 6 months later then you file for your MC, because it's gonna be too late. You're gonna waste a whole 6 months without having. I met a guy. He said he's been doing this for about 2 years, and he doesn't have his MC or DOT. He relies on these third-party carriers. And I'm like, bro, you've been on this game for 2 years. You could have been booking your own loads by now. 2 years is more than enough time to have an MC to be booking your loads to make good money. Because look, these third-party carriers want you to bid 70 cents a mile, 80 cents a mile, when you're supposed to be getting $1 and $1.50, $1.40, $1.30, $2 rate per mile on these loads. But they're bringing it down to 80, 70, 60 cents. So it's not making sense. They're taking off of your money. And you think, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, they're doing good, but they're doing bad for you. So I wouldn't recommend them, you know what I'm saying? Like, get your MC, get your DOT early, and let it age, let it sit. And you do your thing. As time goes by, it's aging over time. That's how you do it. So, yeah, that's how this is how I would go about it. And after that, just you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta hustle and look out and see what's out there. Use apps. So that's basically it. Once you're in the game, you gotta do your best. Use apps. Use the load boards. Use these third-party carriers. Use Google. You know what I'm saying? And for those that want to know what third parties to go to, just search on Google, like, Sprinter van owner-operator jobs, and it will show you, like, the third-party carriers that want to hire in your area at that time. There's a bunch of them. There's a whole bunch, so I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of them. So you do your research, do your homework, and search. But that's basically how you hop in the game and hop in the Sprinter van business and start moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what I do is I use DELIVERIES.com. I filter the Sprinter van loads and search. I use a lot of gig apps like Roadie, Curry, Sunpex, Dispatch. There's so much apps, you know what I'm saying? And then use third parties and all that, third party carriers, and also look at other load boards. There's other load boards like Load Network. There's Selectus, but Selectus, they want you to have like 6 months authority or a year authority, you know. But yeah, just keep moving, keep pushing, find loads, and run that money up. That's basically how you do it. Once you do that, you're basically in the game. You just run that bag up and just keep that shit pushing. You know, so it's gonna be hard when you first start. It's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be the hardest part is you starting. Once you get to that 6 months to a year mark, that's when everything becomes easy for you and becomes sweet for you. You can start booking loads anywhere without nobody denying you. I don't got denied so many times for loads. You know what I'm saying? I don't got denied so many times. What I notice is Chicago is a good area where I notice a lot of brokers don't care about your MC being new. When I was in Chicago, I was booking 4, 5, 6 loads with my new MC being like a month old, and they didn't care. But once I got out of Chicago, everything was hard. I kept getting denied left and right, back and forth. So I don't know. You gotta search your area and see. But for me, that's my experience. I think Chicago's a good spot. for loads and for new MCs, because I didn't have any issues. I was booking my own loads with a good rate. So yeah. So like I said, research your area, see how your area is, see how big your area is, see what your area is like. It depends all where you're at. If you're in a bad area, it's gonna be bad for you. This is why I say research your area first before you hop into this business. You don't want to be like a bad spot like Florida, and you trying to get a cargo van, and then you see that Florida is a dead zone and you can't get no work. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in a place like Arizona, where Arizona for me was a dead zone. I wasn't getting shit in Arizona, and then you can't get work, and then you stressing, then you looking for work here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Research your area before you do anything, because you don't want to hop in this joint with all these high hopes and then it don't work out. Always research, look around, see where to go at, see what places are busting, see what type of work is out there, see what stores. Like, really research and dig, and have a list of people and things and places, and so you're preparing yourself. So once you get it, you already know where to go to, you already know what to hit, you already know where to aim at. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I recommend, and this is how you start your cargo van business. And you just gotta hustle this bitch out, hustle hard, and grind and run this money up. But that's all I have. That's my low share on how to start the business and how to do this shit. And yeah, I don't got nothing else to say, but I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna try my best to be as active as possible on YouTube and posting shit. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the video. And these are my steps on how to start the cargo van business and how to go about the whole cargo van business. So yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say. You guys ask me any questions you gotta ask me in the comments, and I'll make sure to answer you guys. But that's all I have. So catch you guys in the next video.